we will be discussing the third lesson, which is all about types and properties of solids. Okay? So, tapos na tayo sa liquid. Sumunod naman tayo sa other phase of matter, which is yung solid. So, what are the different types of solids? The first type of solid is what we call crystalline solids. Yeah. So, crystalline solids or crystals are regarded as true solids. Minerals are crystalline solids. Now, common table salt is an example of this kind of solid. So, the first example of type of solid is yung tatawag natin crystalline solid. Crystalline solid are also called crystals, no, as we know. As we can see here, no, in these images. They are considered as true solid. So, why they are called true solids, no? They are called true solid because their particles, no, are arranged neatly. Maayos yung arrangement ng kanilang particles as we can see here, no, para silang merong pattern. They're arranged neatly and tightly so that they can have a fixed shape and fixed volume. Now, which is very much suitable to the description of the phase of matter which is solid. Okay? Ayan. So, in crystalline solids, atoms or ions or molecules are arranged in an ordered and symmetrical pattern that is repeated over the entire system. So, sabi ko nga kanina, no, they are considered true solid because their particles, no, or the atoms or ions or molecules are arranged in such a way that they are orderly. No, meron silang symmetrical pattern. Pag sinabi nating symmetrical, no, the patterns or the arrangement of the ions, molecules, and particles, no, are repeating. Okay? They are repeated all throughout the crystal. Okay? Or all throughout the solid. Okay? So, sabi nga natin, example natin dyan is, best example na crystalline solid is yung table salt. No? Yung asin. So, mapapansin natin ang asin, di ba, meron siyang mga sharp edges. Na kung basagin man natin ito, no, same pa rin na magiging itsura niya. Di ba? Meron pa rin siya mga edges. That is because the particles of salt, no, is arranged in a very orderly or symmetrical pattern. Okay? Same with other crystals na nakikita natin sa mga So, nakikita natin sa mga ito, ayan, sa ginagamit sa mga jewelries, no? Their features are arranged in such a way na magkakamukha sila, 'di ba? Example, this is a diamond. No, its feature, no, is very much alike to one another. Okay? Ayan. Hindi ko pala na-record. Teka lang ha. Okay. Next, in crystalline solid, the smallest repeating structure of a solid is called a unit cell, which is a brick in a wall. Unit cells combine to form a network called crystal lattice. So, kagaya kanina pinakita natin yung arrangement ng crystalline solids, no? They are composed of what we call unit cells. So, unit cell, as we can see here, no, magkakamukha sila as we can see, creating the whole crystal. No? The smallest unit that creates a solid crystal or a crystalline solid is what we call a unit cell. Now, when these unit cells, no, combine, okay, it creates crystal lattice. So, pag nagsama-sama ang mga unit cell, it creates crystal lattice or crystal lattice. So, kumbaga para siyang sabi nga, parang brick wall. No? Para siyang pader. No? Kung nakakita na kayo ng hollow blocks, 'di ba? Bago mabuo ang isang pader, pinagsasama-sama yung mga hollow blocks, no, para maging buong pader. Okay, so ganon din sa crystalline solid. So it is composed of the smallest unit, which is a unit cell, and when they combine, they create what we call crystal lattice. Now there are 14 types of crystal lattices. Ayan. And it is called the Bravais lattices or lattices. And it is named after its, of course, proponent, August Bravais. Ayan. And they are classified into 7 crystal systems. So, merong 14 na klase, iba't ibang klase, pero 7 um, crystal system or 7 groups. Okay? So, here are the basic, as we can see here are the basic um, Bravais lattices. Ayan. So, as shown in the image, no, it it shows how they are different from one another. Okay? So, the first type or the first group is yung tinatawag nating cubic, which has 3 types. Ayan. So, cubic, from the word itself, cube, all sides are equal. Merong simple cubic, merong body contorted, merong face-centered cubic. So, ang pinagkaiba nila is where the atoms are placed. So, in simple cubic, as we can see, the atoms are just placed on the edges. Sa body contorted, aside from the edges, meron sa gitna, sa face-centered, also outside of the unit cell, no? Meron din siyang mga atoms. Next type is we have tetragonal, the second type, ito. Meron siyang dalawang klase. So, tetragonal is, mukha rin siyang cubic actually. Pero ano siya, slightly, slightly slanted. Yung one side is longer and the other is shorter. Sa cubic kasi, equal lahat ng sides ng cube. Pero dito, mukha siyang rectangle. Yung isa mahaba, yung isang side maikli. Okay? So, merong simple, tetragonal, meron tayong body-centered tetragonal. So, pinakaiba lang din nila is yung sa body-centered, no, merong center atom. Okay? Ayan. Then, next, with third crystalline system, we have monoclinic. So, monoclinic, may 2 types. May 2 types sa monoclinic. Ito naman, all sides are different. No? Mukha siyang tetragonal, pero ang pinakaiba, it is slanted. Okay? Ayan, nakaslanted siya. So, merong simple monoclinic and end-centered monoclinic. So, merong dalawang atom sa both side, bawat dulo, magkabilang dulo. Wala sa gitna, pero meron dalawa sa dulo. Next is we have orthorhombic. Orthorhombic crystal system, may 4 na types. Yan. Merong simple, body-centered, face-centered, and end-centered. So, orthorhombic, all the lengths naman nito is 90 degrees. Equal sila lahat sa bawat isa. Mukha siyang cubic, pero ang bawat angle ng sides nito is always 90 degrees. So, lahat ng arrangement ng atoms na meron siya. So, may simple, yung sides lang, merong body-centered, merong face-centered, ibig sabihin bawat labas ay mayroong atom, and meron ding ends lang. Ayan, dalawang end lang. Next, we have rhombohedral. Rhombohedral, meron siyang isang type. All sides are equal. All sides are equal pero hindi siya 90 degrees kasi slightly slanted. Para siyang monoclinic pero mas maliit. Mukha siyang cubic pero nakaslant. Ngayon. So, ang different niya naman is yun nga, nakatilt siya compared to the others. And ang klase niya lang is yung simple rhombohedral na lattice. Next, we have hexagonal. Meron din siyang one type. From the word itself, hexa, it has 6 sides. Tama ba? Hexa. 6 sides. Ayan. Six-sided shape siya with equal and special angles. So, ang kanya naman is body-centered, as we can see here. So, aside from the simple, meron din siya hindi pala to body-centered, end-centered, ayan. Sa each end, meron siyang atom. Then, lastly, we have, excuse me, we have triclinic, excuse me. Meron tayong triclinic which has one type. All the sides are different and there is no 90 degrees angle. Excuse me, Ben. Sa triclinic naman, simple lang siya. Meron lang siyang atom sa all corners. Ayan. So, these are the 14 types of crystal lattices. Ayan. That is under the Bravais lattice system. Okay? Ayan. Pinagkaiban lang nila kung paano na-place yung mga atoms, no, in each unit cell. So, what are the different types of crystalline solids? So, the different types of crystalline solid are actually has something to do with how the particles of the solids, no, are bonded together. So, crystalline solids can be classified based on the type of forces holding their particles together. Now, based on this, they are divided into 4 types. We have ionic, covalent, metallic, and molecular solid, which is very much, we are very much familiar kasi we have already discussed chemical bonding, no, in our previous semester. So, the first type of crystalline solid is we have ionic solid. So, ionic crystal is formed due to the transference of electrons from one atom to another. The bonding or force of attraction of ionic solid is Coulombic. The physical property of ionic solids are hard and brittle in nature. The melting point is high and the boiling point is also high and mostly conducts electricity. So, from the word itself, ionic solid, ionic crystal is made, no, because of ionic band. And in ionic band, one atom, diba? In ionic band, one atom gives or transfers electron to another atom, diba? Ayan, um so that's how an ionic solid, no, is formed. So the atoms stick together because of what we call Coulombic attraction. So pag sinabi natin Coulombic attraction, it is when, as we can see here, no, it is when there is a force of pull between the positive and the negative charges, no, or opposite charges attract. So sabi nga natin, pag magkaibang charges, no, nagdidikit sila sa isa't isa. Okay, and that's how ionic solids, no, are formed when there are two opposite charges, okay, or atoms that sticks together. Okay? Ayan. So, ionic solids, sabi dito, ionic solids are hard and brittle. Ibig sabihin, matigas siya, pero they can break. Okay? Mabilis siyang mabali, malutong, ganun. Ayan. They can melt, sabi dito, they can melt and boil at high temperature. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya basta-basta matutunaw, not unless it is merong sobrang taas na temperatura, no? And most of the time, they carry electricity. So sabi dito, it can conducts electricity. So they can conduct electricity when they are melted. Okay? When they are melted or they are submerged in water. Okay? Ayan. So those are ionic solids. Next, we have covalent solid. So kung kanina si ionic solid is formed because of ionic bond. Covalent solid naman is of course no formed because of covalent bond. So the atoms of covalent solids are connected in covalent bonds. The bonding of this solid is by electron sharing. Okay? So kung si ionic solid because of giving or transferring electrons, si covalent solid, it is formed when the the particles or atoms no of solids share electrons no to stick in order to stick together. Okay? So the physical nature of a covalent solid is too hard. Ibig sabihin, sobra niyang tigas. Okay? They have very high, extremely high melting point and boiling point. So sobrang kailangan para ma-break natin or ma-melt natin no, or ma-boil natin ang isang covalent solid, it should be an extreme, no, extreme temperature. Now, most of them are most of them are insulators or they do not no, conduct electricity except for graphite. Ayan, sobrang tigas niya. No, sobrang tigas niya at mataas ang kanyang melting point and boiling point. But they are not conductors. So, example niyan, diamond, no, silicon, ayan, except graphite. Si graphite kasi may, ano ba yan? Sorry, semiconductor siya. Ayan, may sakit na ba ang lahat? Cheers. Next, molecular solid. Molecular crystalline solid. So, molecular solid is made up of molecules, of course, which, no, can be, sabi dito, which can be polar and non-polar. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng polar and non-polar? Ibig sabihin, it can either be, no, polar, ibig sabihin, either positive or negative siya, negative molecules, or non-polar, ibig sabihin, equal, or ano siya, neutral, no, molecule. Now, its bonding, or the molecules stick together because of weak forces called the intermolecular forces. So, ano-ano ba yung mga intermolecular forces na diniscuss natin noon? Ito yung mga ion dipole, dipole-dipole, um, van der Waals, ayan, hydrogen bonds, ayan, hydrogen bonding. So, these solids are bonded or stick together, no, because of weak forces only. Okay? Ibig sabihin, since they are weak, no, uh, uh, their bond is temporary lang. Okay? So, the physical nature of this solid is soft. The melting and boiling point is low and they are insulator. Sabi nga natin, since weak ang kanilang bonding or the force between molecules, no, mabilis magbibreak to. So, that's why, no, these types of solids are actually soft. And they can easily melt and boil at a low temperature. So, example natin dyan, ayan, solid ice. No? Since ang ice is still component pa rin ng water, no? Over time, at even at room temperature, no? Mabilis siyang matutunaw and it will go back to its liquid state. Kasi nabe-break agad yung hydrogen bonds between the molecule. Okay? Ayan. And they are insulators or most of the molecular solids do not conduct electricity. Ayan. Next and the last crystalline solid, type of crystalline solid, we have metallic solid. Metallic solids, its constituents are cations in a sea of electrons. The bonding of this metallic solid is metallic bond. Its physical nature is ductile malleable. The melting and boiling point is high and they are very good, ano ba nakalagay ito? Very good conductors. Ayan. So, si metallic solids, they are made of um, Positive, as we can see here, no? They are made up of positive ions. Ayan, positive particles that is surrounded by sea of electrons. Ayan, may mga electrons na nakapalibot sa ating positive ion. Okay? Ayan. So, because of this, these charges or these particles or ions no attract one another. Okay, creating our metals. Okay, metallic band. So metals can be, sabi dito, its physical nature is ductile and malleable. So ano ba pag sinabi nating ductile? Pag sinabi nating ductile, it is the ability of a metal no to be uh, yung mahammer, no? Mahammered into thin sheets. Napakanipis, no, na sheet. Okay, while malleable is the ability of a metal to be, yun nga, to be put under great force, kagaya niyan, pinupukpok, no, hinahammer, pero without breaking. Okay, so malleability is yung parang flexibility of the metal, no, na kahit iput mo siya under great pressure or stress, no, great force, no, it's not breaking. Okay, ayan, so metals can be stretched, di ba? Yung mga kagaya niyan, yung mga silver na yan, pwede yan ma-stretch into wires, no? Kaya nagagawa nating singsing yung mga silvers kasi pwede siyang pukpukin at pwede siyang i-stretch into wires. Ayan. And into sheets. Okay? And this type of solids, they have very high, sabi, they have very high melting and boiling point. No? It also requires high temperature bago siya kumulo at bago siya matunaw. And uh, this type of solids are very, no, very good conductors. Ayan. So, example nga natin, we have silver. So, sabi nga natin in our previous lesson, side trivia, silver is the most, no, very efficient conductor or good conductor. Pero ang ginagamit natin copper because that is much cheaper. Okay? Ayan. So, these are the properties of crystalline solids. So, number one, i-summarize na natin. Number one, atoms of crystalline solids are symmetrical. They have regular and repeating patterns, no, or orderly arrangement. Number two, they are generally incompressible. They cannot be compressed into smaller shapes. Meaning to say, crystalline solids are very hard, no, to squeeze into smaller shape. Hindi natin siya basta-basta mapipisa or mapipi, no, into very smaller shape. Kasi nga, ang kanyang arrangement is already intact. Okay? Number three, crystalline solids are also exhibit anisotropy, which this means that the properties such as refractive index or how much light bends when passing through the substance and conductivity or how well it conducts electricity and tensile strength, the force required to break it apart depending on the direction which force is applied. So these properties or their properties like how light bends, yung refractive index, how they conduct electricity or conductivity, and how strong they are, no, can change, no, depending on sabi dito in which direction you will no, put a force on them. Okay? Ayan. So, inaangguluhan, no? Inaangguluhan pa yung solid, crystalline solid bago siya talaga ma bago mo ma-test kung gaano siya katibay or kung gaano siya lakas mag-conduct ng electricity and how can it refract light or bend light. Okay? Last crystalline solids are also exhibit cleavage. Cleavage or no, it is the ability or property of a solid when broken apart. No, pieces will have plain surfaces or straight edges. Okay? Pag sinabing cleavage, ito yung property of a solid. Ano ba itsura niya pag na break siya? Meron ba siyang smooth surface or meron siyang um, straight edges. Okay? Yung tinatawag na cleavage. Okay? Yung iniisip na cleavage, iba yon. Next type of solid, yung kanina, um, crystalline solid, sunod naman is amorphous solids. So what are amorphous solids? Amorphous solids do not exhibit crystal structure. They are called pseudo-solids. This solid is characterized by an irregular bonding pattern. Amorphous solids may be soft and rubbery when they are formed by long molecules tangled together and held by intermolecular forces. Now, glassy solids are hard and brittle, formed by atoms irregularly joined by ano to? Irregularly joined by covalent bonds. So, amorphous solids, sabi dito, no, they do not exhibit a crystal structure. Meaning to say, hindi siya kagaya ng crystal na mayroon siyang regular shape. So, sabi nga natin si crystalline solids, no, they have, um, tawag doon, orderly arrangement. So, wala siyang regular crystal shape. They are called pseudo-solids because of their atoms, no, na arrange irregularly. Ano ba meaning ng pseudo-solid? So when we say pseudo means false or not quite true. So pseudo-solid means they are not quite irregular solid, no? They are solid pero hindi sila kagaya ng crystalline solid that have a clear, no? Clear crystal structure. Wait nga lang po, excuse me. Okay. Ayan. So, let's go back. So, sabi nga natin, no, amorphous solids, these are pseudo-solids, meaning to say they are false or not quite true solids because they are not regular solids. No, they do not have a clear regular crystal structure just like crystalline solids. Instead, the arrangement of their atom is very, sabi dito, they are very irregular, no? Or random, no? Or messy way. Okay? So, solid siya, pero hindi siya kagaya ng patterns na mayroon sa mga crystal. Okay? So, some amorphous solids, just like rubber, no? Are soft and stretchy because the molecules, no? Their molecules are tangled together or makabuhol-buhol sa isa't isa. Now, another types of pseudosolids, just like glass, no? Glasses are hard and can break easily. That is because the atoms are stuck together in a very messy way. Okay? And malalaman natin mamaya when it comes to the properties, bakit ganun yung glass. Kasi most of the people, na may mistaken nila yung glass into a crystalline solid. So later malalaman natin kung bakit hindi. So what are the different properties of amorphous solids? So number one, property of amorphous solid. Amorphous solids are gradually softened over a range of temperature and they can be molded into different shapes of heating. So, amorphous solids can slowly get softer over a range of temperature and can be, sabi dito, it can be shaped, no, into different forms when heated. Best example nga natin dyan, as we can see here, is yung glass. No? So, when a glass is heated, no, it can slowly softens and can be molded into different shapes that we desire. Okay? That is because the arrangement of the atoms, no, again, since it is amorphous solid, the arrangements of the atoms of a glass is not orderly. Okay? Kaya kaya natin siyang ma-form, no, into different um, shapes. Okay? Different shapes and different forms that we desire. Number two, properties. Amorphous solids have irregular shapes. Their constituent particles do not have a definite geometry of arrangement. So when they are cut with a sharp edge tool, they form pieces with irregular surface. So amorphous solids, sabi nga natin, they have no regular shape because their particles are arranged randomly. So if you cut them, no, when we cut them, the pieces have uneven, rough surfaces. Example niyan, pag ginupit natin yung goma, kung titignan natin yon, try nyo obserbahan, no, i-zoom in nyo. Kahit sabihin mong ginupit mo siya using a sharp edge, like scissor, no, yung kanyang edges is hindi pa rin siya flat, hindi siya smooth, hindi siya pantay. Okay? There are some edges pa rin. No? That is because, no, yung kanyang particles is arranged randomly. Okay? So, another example is ito, shattered glass. So, when glass are shattered, di ba? When a glass breaks, it often splits into sharp, uneven pieces and with irregular shapes. Okay? Because it is an amorphous solid. So, sabi nga natin, because its arrangement is the arrangement of the particles is very random or messy, no? It will not break into a regular pattern. Hindi ka naman makakakita ng salamin, no, na pag binasag mo, lahat 'yan symmetrical square, 'di ba? Ayan. So shattered glass shows how amorphous solids, no, break, no, with rough and uneven surfaces. Third property is that amorphous solids do not have definite heat of fusion due to irregular arrangement of particles. The heat of fusion is the heat energy required for 1 mole of the substance to be converted to a liquid state from a solid state. So, amorphous solids, wala siyang specific, no, heat of fusion. Ibig sabihin, pag sinabi natin heat of fusion, it's the amount of heat needed, no, to change that solid, no, into a liquid, no? Kung paano natin siya melt from solid into liquid. So, amorphous solid, unlike crystalline solids na pag na-reach na itong specific temperature, no? Example, yung metal, yung steel, once na mag-reach na ng 1,000 yan, no? It will melt into liquid. Sa amorphous solids, no, regardless kung ano yung temperature niya, hindi fixed, no? Regardless sa kanyang temperature, hindi natin masasabi kung kailan siya magmi-melt into liquid. Okay? Simply because, no, the particles are arranged randomly. So, in our illustration, no, ano siya, ang tawag dito, cotton candy, no? So, cotton candy na tinapatan ng torch. Now, pag ang marami cotton candy, di ba, kinumpress mo, ano siya, kakapal. Now, if we will put a same, no, if you will have 2 sets of glasses with the same amount of water, yung isa, lalagyan mo ng cotton candy na sobrang kapal, let's say 1 kilo, no, na binulumbon mo, pinagdikit-dikit mo. Tapos yung isa, lalagyan mo lang ng kurot ng cotton candy, which do you think will melt faster? Siyempre, dun tayo sa ay dissolve faster. Dun tayo sa mas konti. So, parang ganun si amorphous solid, no? Yung kanyang amount, no, can somehow affect the heat required, heat of fusion, no? The heat required, no, to melt this type of solids into a liquid. Okay? Ayan. Lastly, last property of amorphous solid is that amorphous solids are isotropic in nature, which means the value of any physical property would be the same along any direction because of the irregular arrangement of particles. So, kung si crystalline solid, it is anisotropic in nature. Si amorphous solid ay isotropic in nature. So, pag sinabi nating isotropic, no, they are all the same, no, in all directions. Meaning to say that their property won't change no matter which way you look at them. And this happens because the particles are arranged randomly. So example niyan, no? If you stretch a rubber, 'di ba hinatak mo yung rubber, tapos binitawan mo, the rubber will go back into its original shape. 'Di ba? Hindi ka naman makakita na yung isang side lang yung na-stretch, yung isa hindi. Okay? So that is because no rubber is an amorphous solid, and um its arrangement no is irregular. So when you put force to it, no, mararamdaman niyo ng lahat ng parte. Okay? Ayan. So just a summary, these are crystalline solids, no? They are arranged, no, in an orderly manner, while amorphous solids, they are arranged randomly. Okay? Ayan. They have no regular structure, while crystalline solid have regular structure or repeating pattern. Lastly, ayan, a short differentiation between the two. Ayan. So, sa arrangement of patterns o particles, no, sa properties, si crystalline solid, merong order arrangement. Si amorphous solid, irregular and random. Sa shape, sa symmetry, no, they have, ang tawag dito, sa crystalline solid, they have symmetry or yung um, equal arrangement, while sa amorphous solid, wala. Sa shape naman, no, may geometric shape si crystalline solid, sa amorphous solid, wala. Wala siyang definite shape. Sa nature properties, si crystalline solid, anisotrophic, si amorphous solid, isotrophic. Sa melting point, si crystalline solid, they have very specific melting point. Sa amorphous solid, wala. Sa physical state, no, crystalline solids are very hard and rigid, while si pseudo-solid are soft. In crystal system, sa crystalline, may 7 types. Sa amorphous, wala. Sa cleavage, so yung itsura niya, pag na-break siya, sa crystalline solid, no, they can break into smooth edges. Pero sa amorphous solid, no, they have rough edges. Kasi nga, irregular ang kanyang pattern. So, examples ng crystalline solid, quartz, diamond, sodium chloride, and sulfur, zinc. Ayan. Then, sa amorphous solid, rubber, plastic, and glass. Okay? Ayan. So, that is the difference between crystalline solid and amorphous solid. Okay? So kung wala naman pong question, thank you so much sa pag-attend sa ating discussion. Now, just to remind you po, no,